What's up, guys? Today we're going to be doing a guide on Vayne ADC, like I said yesterday. I'm going to be doing the new Runaans build that a lot of people have been going. It's by far my favorite Vayne build right now. I think it's really strong. I don't think Blade of the Ruined King is a good rush anymore. It just doesn't feel good to me. But, anything can work, really. It just depends on how you play more than anything. But I think this build's really strong, and I like being able to go ham and three-shot people with crits. So I'm playing a normal today. I'm just doing the video instructively, not to like show off my gameplay or anything. I just kind of want to show you guys how it works and how I like to play Vayne. I'll be taking this seriously like it was ranked. I'll be giving tips and everything like I have been. Just this is normal as my friends want to play with me, so I figured why not. So with Vayne, she very rarely can do anything pre-6. Like, fighting with Vayne early on is really risky no matter what. So you're going to want to play safe most of the time unless you get a gank from your team. Or if you have like a poke support and get them low, like with a Brand or Vel'Koz or something like that, then you can maybe go in and win a fight. But Vayne's really weak until 6 most of the time. And even then at 6, sometimes she can't still fight, so you just gotta wait to scale pretty much. She is a late game hyper carry, no matter how behind you get, you always scale with Vayne. She does ridiculous damage late game, and the outplay potential is insane. So I've got my friend Bob here supporting me on Thresh. We're getting another Thresh lane. Bob right here, he is silver, so the game's not going to be, it'll probably be a little lopsided, but, it doesn't really matter, it's just a normal. Hitting those relic stacks like a champ, bro. So against something like this Jinx should be poking me with her rockets, but she's not for some reason. Vayne's biggest downfall, especially early game, is how short her attack range is. So a lot of other ADCs can take advantage of that. But this Jinx doesn't seem interested in fighting with me. So I always max Q. Some people max W on Vayne. I don't like it. I always max Q because the cooldown goes down on it, and being able to roll around and go invisible with your ult is really nice. Alright, and they recently changed it, so the physical damage that you get after you roll on your next auto attack applies to towers. I thought he was going to get that. So this lane, since we have a mirror lane with supports, it's going to be kind of weird. Laning phase isn't going to be as relative to rank as it could be. Alright, so... Alright, I'm going to load. But yeah, that's a pretty good example. Like, if I was any other ADC, we probably would have won that trade. Wow, that feels horrible. Alright, hopefully Kha'Zix can come in and clean that. What? He had the perfect opportunity to jump in right there. That was really, really questionable. Yeah, he just gave up. Really easy there. So I'm gonna be going Cole. I rarely get Cole. I only get it if laning phase is gonna be shit. I just need to farm. and then manage your tower. So. Yeah, Vayne's early game, pretty boring, because what Vayne excels at is going ham, but I mean, you can't really do that early game. Like, you just have to farm until you're strong enough to go ham. That's pretty much the summary of what Vayne does. Is she waits until she scales, and then she just wrecks everything. So I'm gonna sit here in CS. This Jinx isn't CSing well at all, so this kills don't really mean much for long. On Vayne, this Runaans build, it's also really important if you go the Runaans build that you take Warlords as well, because that's what partly makes this build so strong. Because Warlords is massive for Vayne. If you're hitting 3 targets at once with Runaans, you're life stealing off all 3 of those targets, and it makes your team fighting a lot safer. And you're also critting all 3 of those targets with this build as well. Alright, so I have double Jinx in CS. That's pretty bad for her. Ooh, that was close. If he would have landed that hook, I might have. Most of the time, if you're trading with Vayne, the best thing to do is, since you're not strong until late game anyway, or at least until you get 1 or 2 items, then if you're just gonna harass, it's best to do your 3-shot with your W to get the true damage off, and then back out, because that's your burst right there. And then anybody else, if they're strong, they're just gonna out-sustain damage, most likely. You can't hit juice back, so you're not gonna fight this. Oh. Alright, so we didn't die. That's the main thing right there. We got heal up, we might be able to bait something. I wasn't expecting the rain guard gank there, honestly. I thought the lanes were going to blow up. A lot of good threshes, they'll try to bluff people into backing off by faking a gank by throwing a lantern off to the side when nobody's actually there. So it's actually a really good tactic, because if you're smart, you will back off of that. So we've got a good amount of gold right now. You shouldn't be. Yeah, I'm dead for sure here. Yeah, but I got the kill, so that was good. Because now I'm gonna be pretty big off of this bag. So this is worth. Normally it wouldn't be worth, because their ADC got 2 kills and you only got 1. With Vayne it's worth, however, because the faster you scale, just the whole time you're playing Vayne, you're just waiting for that point where it just clicks and you're strong and you can just 1v1 anybody. And then so basically, if you're trading kill for kill, whatever, just as long as you can keep them from winning before you scale, then it's good. Plus, I'm up 18 CS, which is a good bit. She's got 4 kills, which is kind of worrying, but I'm not really too worried being Vayne. Playing Vayne is pretty much just an investment in the late game. But she's really mechanically intensive to play. So she's got a BF sword. So she's basically a pickaxe up on me. Well, she's actually only up, like, not a lot in item value. Thresh thinks you can try to grab me here. Alright, so if I can keep pushing these waves into Jinx's tower, with how bad she's farming, she's gonna miss a lot. And I just got a really good trade onto her. See, that I'm starting to scale. That's basically your whole goal. Like, she's got 3 kills up on me, and there's no way I should be able to fight her, but I just doubt the her completely. So if he can land a hook, we can kill her pretty easily. If we had a jungler that liked to gank, the lane would be in a really good spot for that as well, but it doesn't seem like it's the case very often. You can't really rely on that. You just gotta play the lane as if it's even at best. Like, hoping that they get no help, but chances are they will. So I'm up 30 CS now, and I should be able to get this shut down on Jinx if we fight. That was probably the kill that's going to get me ahead now of Jinx instead of just going even with her if I can trade. Because I have a lot of gold. That's partly from farm. Alright, so I actually should probably get this call off before I back if I can. I'm gonna have a ton of gold on my back. That scared me. I need this big one. Okay, I got it. Alright, they're probably gonna try to stop our backs over here. I don't know how that's still hitting. Alright, that's just annoying. Jinx wasn't there. Looks like we're staying for another wave. Okay. Ah. Alright, so I've got enough to buy my Runaans, which is going to be massive. I'm going to keep the coal for the extra damage. So normally, alright, so I always start the F sword on Vayne, Jinx, Caitlyn, all the Runaans champs, Tristana, whatever. Because you need the damage. You're going to lose regardless to a lane if someone's rushing IE, your Essence Reaver, or Ghost Blade, and you're just rushing attack speed item with no damage to back it up. So getting a BF sword first before, if you're going to get an attack speed item first, is really important because it backs up the crit damage as well. As you get a good bit of crit, you get 30% off of Runaans. So right now, if I crit, I'm doing 250 damage, which is really good. And then that's not including the bonus AD I get when I hold. So right now, she has Infinity Edge, and I have Runaans plus a BF. So if it was any other ADC with a build like that, I would say we could win no matter what. But Jinx, she has that attack speed or steroid for the Q. So I mean, it's questionable. That kind of sucks. I don't know if she DC or AFK. Oh, there's no way. There's no way. Oh. God. That feels bad. Because you know that dude had no intention of throwing it out there. Like, there's no way. Why would I roll that way? And yeah, he could have thrown the lantern to me too. It's whatever. Alright, so next, whenever I'm building IE and I have to buy the parts separately, I always buy the crit cloak before I get the pickaxe, because the crit strike is just insane. I'm at 50% right now, which is pretty good. Jinx is back, that's good. I didn't want this game to be up there. But I'm up 42 farm. She was right to flash there. Alright, so that is how much damage Vayne does when she gets a Runaans. That's, like, I was able to just pretty much almost 3-shot her. I crit her twice or 3 times. So yeah, I definitely hit my power spike. Now, the biggest power spike you're going to hit is after you finish your IE and then get a Zeal for your next item, then you're up to, I think, 70% crit. If Zeal gives 20, if I'm correct. Yeah. So you're up to 70% crit plus the IE. It's just insane damage. Plus your tumble. Plus your ult gives you 30 damage at rank 1. I believe it's 40 rank 2, 50 rank 3. I'm not sure. This music is ass. I do not approve. Alright, so now I'm going to pretty much just try to farm as fast as I can to get my IE, which is going to be pretty huge. Bring that to the team. And that's about it. I don't know about fighting Zed right now. I have ult up, so it's possible. One thing that you can do to help your fighting potential with Vayne when you're trying to outplay people is whenever you ult and start rolling to go invisible, you want to spend as much time invisible as possible if it's a really close matchup. If you're just absolutely decimating them, then you don't really need to worry about it. You just need to worry about damage. But if you spend as much time invisible as possible, shit, wow. So I messed that up a little bit. I tried to get the condemn in the wall, but I missed position. I should be dead right now because that was a range up. There's nothing you can do about that. But now with the IE, I should be able to pretty much kill Jinx in 3 autos with my ult. You'll do better if you spend as much time as you can in between time. Okay, that's another. Alright, so that's an example of how strong Vayne is with this build. So basically what I did there is I had a heart attack when Rengar jumped on me, and he snared me, and I was for sure that I was going to die. So I condemned him away, and I ulted, went invisible, he wasn't able to see me. I was able to reposition right there because it was close, and I thought about that. So I was able to reposition, roll away, walk, get a little bit of distance, and I was able to, once he realized that I was going to, or I think he thought I was going to completely back out, and then he started focusing on Thresh. So that's when I started focusing him again. Before he could switch his attention back to me, I was able to burst him down. With Jinx, I rolled into the bush and cut off vision so I could get the first auto off on her. And then I basically just got lucky with the crits, honestly, right there. And my Warlords, again, Warlords with this build is ridiculous, and it let me heal up in 1v1. How did that hit? How in the hell did that go past Thresh? That's a joke. Alright, well, I shouldn't really be trying to force fights right now, but I mean, we're getting 3 objectives. Because I have so much gold, I could be a lot stronger, and these are the 10s of kills that I'm going to be getting away. I'm saying all that. This shouldn't be fighting right now. This is Zed. Yep, alright, so that's Rengar. I told him to back off. They didn't, but it's fine. So now it's a choice. Any of these 3 could be good. Honestly, it's basically preference. I prefer Phantom Dancer for the 1v1 potential, but Shiv and Rapid Fire Cannon are both great items too. I like the extra attack speed on Phantom Dancer too. Alright, so after that I sold my Doran's Blade because I guess I probably should. I don't need that much gold. I'm gonna get a pickaxe, I guess. Yeah, because I like to go lifesteal item after this. I'm probably gonna go Mercurial for Thresh, Rengar, Nasus, Jinx traps even really. So I'm just gonna wait for the Vamp Scepters. The lifesteal helps a lot. Tempted to get the pickaxe because it'll scale up my crits really nicely, but a little bit of lifesteal is gonna help a lot. If it's possible, get QSS first because that's a really important item. But I didn't have enough gold, and I'm okay with that. You just have to play a little safer with that QSS. Once you have QSS, you can pretty much go balls deep. As long as you have the mechanics to like be able to pull everything off and outplay people and be able to hit QSS whenever you need it, then you're pretty strong. Turns out Jinx is blind. Alright, so this is pretty much the perfect fight because they've already started, they've already blown summoners. See, if I QSS right now, I would have QSS. Oh, that feels bad. Dodge everything. I think these duo is actually really desperate to win this game for some reason. It's only a normal, so I figured we get a long game. That'd be fun, but he's trying to end. Hopefully Jinx can stop him, because I want to show you guys how strong this build is once you get it completed. Taking skull really quick, so I like having skull. Oh, another thing, a little tricky to do on Vayne that a lot of people don't know is that if you're next to a wall or something, you have to be right up on it, and you can tumble into it, and it'll reset your auto and do the tumble to it. Like that, it's really helpful when you're taking towers and taking objectives, and it really speeds you up. Alright, well, Susan. I knew Susan was good. Alright. I want it back, but I don't have enough for USS yet. Or, I mean, I do, but not enough for material. I need another. See, 3-shot. It's ridiculous. This build is disgusting. Oh, I don't want to win right now. I'm gonna back. Maybe it'll kill him. Nope, they're straight going for the win. Alright, well, after this, after material, I've seen a lot of people not get an armor pen item on Vayne because her W does so much, because 12% of their max health is true damage, which is ridiculous. But I've seen people go other, like, GA, you know, instead of an armor pen item, because the lifesteal item is pretty essential on Vayne, because she's so, people like to really go hand with her, and it helps you survive a lot, especially if the crit's healing you and Warlords so much, with the Runaans hitting 3 people at once. But I like to go Lord Dominic's, rarely Mortal Reminder after that, but, and then if I get a defensive item on an ADC, I'll usually sell my boots to get either a Guardian Angel or a Banshee to the top. Alright, well, that was a decent game. That was a pretty good example of how even if Vayne gets behind early, you snowball, and you're really strong no matter what. So, hope you guys learned something from this video, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow.